Hello everyone, this is Mythonian. Today I'm bringing you some Halo 4 Ricochet gameplay. It was a new game type released with the Champions Bundle DLC, and it's going to be free for everyone 2 weeks after its release, which I believe will be about the second week or the halfway through the first week of September, which is only a couple days away. It will be public for everyone to play on Halo 4. Basically, a ball spawns in the middle of the map at various points, and you have to either throw it or run it into the opposing team's goal. I think they've described it as battle basketball or something like that, or basically it's like an awesome combination between Oddball and Assault from Halo 3 and Reach, the Assault game type where you take a bomb into the enemy's base. This time you just take an Oddball, but you can even throw it. So you get 20 points for a throw or 50 points for a run-in, and the game just goes until you get 200 points. So we played a couple games of this in matchmaking a couple days ago, and I gotta say it was a lot of fun. Really good game type in my opinion, and really it definitely revitalized how Halo 4 felt. A lot of people agreed that it was getting kind of stale, not the best long-term game to play. The game's only been out for 10 months, so it's not even that old of a game, and yet it's already getting a little bit stale. So that doesn't bode well for Halo 4, but Ricochet is really a good change of pace for the game. This is the first game I had ever played on Ricochet after downloading the DLC, and really the first game on this remake of The Pit, which is called Pitfall. The original version, The Pit, was back in Halo 3. People made remakes during Halo Reach, but this is the first real official remake from in any Halo game of the map, The Pit. And I gotta tell you, it's a really great remake. You gotta get a little bit used to it. There's small things, and you can see some lag there. Yeah, this first game we played had a lot of lag in it. You see some more lag in just a second with that guy on the left or right there teleporting a little bit. But whatever, that was the first game, so we obviously got matched against some lower skill people. Going straight into the second game, we spawned on red team this time instead of blue, and I pushed for some rockets, get annihilated by some grenades. Always gotta pay attention to that, because those grenades around the rocket spawn are horrendous. But anyways, they don't pick up the ball. That guy's near mid. I go for the explosives, doesn't really work. And you see he threw it through the little hole that is above the green box. And it's not the easiest throw to get, but apparently it works pretty well. He missed it there. He went too much to the left, so he didn't make it in the goal. But I'm sure a lot of people will get very, very good at some throws in this game, trying to score from far away. You'll see some other throws later. I tried a nade in there. I don't know why that nade didn't get in there. But whatever, I just fail. I got to get used to the map, because it's the first time I've played on the Pit in a while. There were some other Forge remakes in Halo 4 that some others people had made. Played them a little bit, not all that much, but this is a good official remake, and obviously, as you can tell if you've played the Pit, it's almost perfect. You know, the scale is really good, even though in Halo 4 you do move faster and everything else like that because of sprint and armor abilities. And everything's more fast-paced, especially with the turbo update that they released back in, I think it was June. Gameplay moves a lot faster, but the Pit still feels good. It was a little bit large for 4 before, but now it's pretty much perfect. So I get the ball here, and I decide to go for the first throw, and it bounces in. I was actually surprised that it would bounce and still reach in there. I thought it would bounce over it, but I did get that goal, and you can see we scored 20 points. Total score is 200, as we saw in the previous game, where we just got 4 run-ins to get 200 pretty quickly. This time the team, it's still not that good of an opposing team. They didn't really put up that much of a fight, but it definitely an improvement over the previous team. Now you see teammate threw it over here, and I decided to pick it up. I don't know why I was going for this throw, but you can see I totally failed. It bounced off the little guardrail up there. It's a little bit clunky with how it throws. If you've played Oddball and you've thrown that, that's also a little bit clunky, and it feels very similar. But it's definitely something to get used to, and I had to get used to it. And I don't know, I was pretty optimistic that that would somehow find its way inside the goal, but it didn't come anywhere close. They have the ball now. Now, as I said earlier, as I mentioned that they didn't really put up a good fight in terms of slaying, and now, oh, there. Yeah, I decided to try to throw it in there, but I hit the roof of the green hall instead of the, didn't even really get to the box, so that didn't get anywhere close to getting through. Just nice fails. I'm trying to get used to ball throws and where things go. You see how I get a little bit better later on in future games. This game, just getting used to the throwing mechanics a little bit. Decided to throw that in, but then they intercept it, so that's the first real interception that we've seen. And you'll see a lot more of those, because at least I think it was this team, I'm not sure, it may have been the other team, they decided to do really good at intercepting. He throws it in and he gets that, so now it's tied up 20-20, and I do believe that is the only goal that they score the entire game, because then we really start outslaying them. This guy he stole our sniper, but then he didn't get that far away, you just killing him from the back. The other people on our team are McLouve, who we just saw with rockets on the right. And then in the first game we had X in mute, but he ditched us after the first game, and then we got some random in for this one. And then later on we get HC Theory to fill in the 4th spot. Throwing in it again, that one goes clean in without even a bounce, so that was a nice throw there. So there, on the pit there are 3 spawns for the ball. You've got the first spawn, which is in Green Hall, the second spawn, which is in Rocket Hall, and then, or Long Hall, and then there's this spawn, Bottom Street. That guy decided to dodge back before I could melee him. I was hoping to get that melee, so I jumped forward, but he decided to dodge it. Then I come over to training, try this throw, and nicely in. Barely caught the corner there. If that was a little bit lower and it had bounced, it probably would not have gone in. So I got a little bit lucky there. But you can see that these guys are having some trouble, not really able to get the ball at all. We've just been throwing it in. We're up to 80 against 20 in terms of score. My team's out slaying them, and I'm getting ready, trying to push, thinking of where I can go. See someone going toward our training, so I'm going Long Haul. And I think that was Yeezus that destroyed the fusion coils, nearly killing me. Not entirely sure though. So I'm coming up to training, decided to try throwing it from bridge. And then I get taken out though, and they intercept that as well, so that's the second interception. Yeah, this team and one other team that we faced were pretty good at intercepting. They're trying to take it bridge. I'm trying to stop them as best I can by pushing them back. Then I lift up here, and there's a nice little ledge that I'm finding right here with a nice little guardrail and cover. That spot did not exist in the pit in Halo 3, but it's a nice little spot now that can actually be pretty good in certain game types. So another interception, this time they're throwing it Long Haul. So they're going to try pushing Long Haul, it seems. We see one of them over there. Looks like he backed up because he saw that I spawned. I toss a nade, and look at this. Look at that. Right there. Amazing nade. It's like I passed the ball to myself with a grenade. So that was pretty epic. I see that one of them is guarding the goal. I'm not going to throw it this time. My teammate there shooting at him, but it didn't really work out. I decided to throw it anyway, thinking that he would be distracted enough so I could get it in. But that didn't really work out. So now the ball is just sitting here, bottom mid or under bridge. They've got someone who's pushing for it right now. So we're going to have to cover that. Oh, but the ball reset before he could get it. So now it's going to spawn Long Haul, I think. It's this next spawn. They decided to push our snipes with 2 of them. And for some reason, I did not see the second one. I saw the closer one, but I didn't see the second one. So it's still 80-20, and they decided to try to throw another one in. And I'm like, oh crap, try to stop that, guys. Thankfully, it didn't go in. It just went right around it. So we're defending our goal now, trying to prevent them from getting a score. And with some rockets, we do manage that. They've got 1 person, 2 people over there near our needles. And we're trying to get the ball away from our goal. I'm not sure who has it. Okay, it was Yeezus that had it. He got taken out. They have the ball now. And that guy would have destroyed me completely. So I see that they have the ball and clean interception. It wouldn't have gone in anyways. He had it too much to my left, his right. And I'm just trying to clear the ball now, get it away from the goal so he can't come and kill me and then score it. They're pushing pretty hard right now, trying to get back in the game. Nice attempt and another throw, and I just wanted the interception for the extra points. Didn't really need it then. So I get that. Now I'm pushing bridge, trying to get a nice goal, and I get taken out by that guy. He almost stopped me, but I still get the goal. It landed on the ground and rolled a little bit to get in it. So now it's spawning bottom street. And doesn't look like they're going to get it. This guy's going to challenge me for it. I decided to nade, but he runs away. And with the help of the random, whose name I can never recall it, his service tag was DRTY. So it might have something to do with dirty, isn't something his name. But anyways, he's throwing the ball. He tried to get it from under bridge. That's a strange throw. That will probably be very powerful later on. Good direct throw from under the bridge. But it's not going to be easy. Now this guy coming around bridge, I thought he was going to make it in. So I was running straight for the our platform to try to intercept it. But he didn't even make it over that. He just failed with the throw. So now I'm going long haul. Going to get another nice 20-point throw. Oh, but nice interception there. He sprinted to get to it. Passes it to his teammate, but his teammate's dead. And I just throw it right in again. But he just intercepts it. So that was more of an alley-oop. He just takes it and scores 50. I got a score assist, which is a nice medal. I'm glad they put something like that in. Otherwise, stealing your teammate's goals would be pretty assholey. But they did a nice thing with that. And now I'm going to score the last 50. Getting us up to 200 to 20. Our advantage, obviously. So that's the second game that I've ever played of Ricochet. And I'm starting to have a lot of fun. Starting to get a little bit used to the mechanics. So as we go into the third game, I start to develop a little bit of strategy. I'm going to nade rockets to help my teammate over there, and I'm going for the first ball. Waiting for it to spawn. None of their team focused it, and it looks like everyone on their team is dead right now. Looks like they killed everyone, so I'm over here. I get pushed by someone, so I couldn't really get that movement over there and just get a nice 20-point at the start of the game. Looks like we're slaying them with rockets. McLoov over there camping the goal, so I'm going to try to get another one since he's over there. I think I mentioned it to him to try to intercept that to get a 50, but he didn't end up having the time because he was fighting someone, and he ended up dying just then, as you see. So then we've got the sword guy who just got destroyed because he wasn't expecting me, apparently, and then I take his sword and kill his teammate. So that's always nice. Gain a power weapon from someone and then killing his teammate with it. So then going up to training again, decide to throw this, and I choke. I pulled it to the right, and that did not go in. You see that it turned white there? After it's on the ground for, it seems like maybe 2 seconds or 3 seconds, it turns white. And when it's white, if it rolls into the opposing goal, you don't get the score. You have to get it before it turns white. When it still has your color on it, that's when you can score the goal. Score it. After that, if it's rolling too slowly, you don't get the points. So now I find their sniper rifle. I, for some reason, dropped it for the carbine for a second. But I get their sniper rifle, and they walk this one in for the 450. So we've got 2 throws this game. They just got a 50, so they're already ahead in the game, 50 to 40. And I choke with that snipe as this guy goes for the next ball, trying to get another one. But I do end up killing him because he picked up the ball and couldn't shoot me. But then I get us up to 60, so we have the lead back there. I'm starting to get a little bit more used to the mechanics now, and getting a little bit more infatuated by the ball. Just, it's a lot of fun being able to just throw this ball around into the goal, and you get this amazing announcer sound effects in this. Some new sound effects, like goal and everything else like that. Ricochet, all these new Ricochet ones are very epic and really give some good change of pace to the atmosphere. I think the atmosphere, it's a lot more intense. And HC Theory, this is the game where we got HC Theory in it, and he had also played Ricochet a few times before. He said he was pretty good at the throws, so he just got that. So we're up to 80 to 50 now, and they're struggling to get back control. We're outslaying them really badly right now, and we pretty much continue that the rest of the game. Now that guy tried to intercept it, but he fell down at the last second and was not able to intercept it before the goal. So I got a nice 20 there as well. And I think that makes 100. We'll see in just a second. Yeah, 100 to 50. So we've doubled their score now. And we're still pretty much keeping them dead most of the time. They can't really get on our side of the map very much at all. That guy I nade and then kill him from behind. This guy's coming up and fusion coils for the win. And then we get the nice new rockets. I'm not sure how that didn't kill him, but takes 2 rockets. And his teammate gets a nice nade. Kill me. He just scored a 50 though. I just realized that. I didn't realize that when I was playing it actually, I don't think. Wasn't really paying attention. But we get another 50, so we're at 150. We've only got 50 more to go. This game's almost over. They're trying to get the ball and throw it. I get an interception. And then just tossed it away so I could kill him. And now I'm just going... I think I went for a throw here. Yeah, throw. To get us up to 170. Because I didn't feel like I could get in. Although, now, looking at it, it was pretty open. I probably could have made that run in. But they've got rockets over there. That guy may have ended up killing me before. So they're trying to defend. They're not giving up, which is good. Even though they're down 120 points and we can win very easily. They're not giving up. So I tried for a bounce here off the wall, thinking that it would make it in. And I'm still not entirely sure why that didn't go in. I was a little bit confused at the time, but I just got annihilated by their team. They have... That guy with rockets has sword too. He may be out of rocket ammo, but he's still got sword. Now they were... I don't know why they didn't pick up the ball themselves, but they just let it reset. It's going to spawn green hall, it looks like. Yep. So we're going to get this. 30 points to go. I don't know, that melee was a bit of a fail just then. So I just go for a quick throw. I jetpack up. And apparently they stopped noticing me or something. So I get away there without being killed. And then Theory picking up the last ball. Or what could be the last ball. If he gets the throw in, Yi just takes it. And then Yi just walks it in. So 240 to 50 was the third game, pretty much a shutout as well. They got a nice 50 in early, but then they couldn't really get the ball after that. So now, fourth game, I developed my strategy a little bit more. I keep one grenade. I only throw one into rocket, and then I use the other grenade to prevent this from being taken. So if someone's rushing for the ball like I am, I can get that nice nade bounce and kill him like that. And so I just go straight in for a nice 50 right at the start. And then somehow I escape. I was expecting them to push me a little bit more, but they didn't. So we got a nice 50 off the bat for a nice lead, and then I just go for another 20 right before he kills me and get that as well. So we're up 70 points in like 30 seconds. So that was a very, very good start to the game, and we're going to see if we can just shut this out completely. So even at this point, we've only played a couple games of matchmaking. Now, we didn't get Ricochet every game or something. We played a couple other games in the Champions Bundle DLC playlist. So, I'm not sure what my CSR was at the time, but we were getting a little bit up there, maybe 15 at this point or so. But we're still facing pretty low teams, and they really didn't have much of a chance. So, later on in the CSR, we'll get some better matchups. I'm really liking Ricochet though. Ricochet is a lot of fun. Very, very good game type. And I really like to see what some custom variants of it do. As I said earlier, it's going to become public in a bit. In a couple days, maybe a week or so. I'm not entirely sure the exact date, but it's pretty soon. Not sure how that wasn't a headshot there, but whatever. But anyways, it's going to become public, and at the time there's going to be a Ricochet dedicated playlist with several other maps using the Ricochet game type as well instead of only Pitfall. Now I totally choked here twice in a row. That was terrible. I do get the third chance in there, so I redeemed myself a little bit before I died, but that was still really, really pathetic, those first two throws. So, and I don't know, if you saw that grenade right there, rewind that and look at it again. That was the, like, what the heck happened to that grenade? I don't know how that worked. But it like stuck in his armpit or something and then fell down. So I nearly killed my teammate with my grenade just then. It's like a frag mixed with a sticky. It stuck to him for a little bit and then it fell to the ground and nearly killed him. But he survived. And now we've got 110 to 0. I'm hiding in... and they're going to intercept that. No, he fell down too. So that guy fell down at the last second, failing to intercept. So we're up 130 to 0 this time. But anyways, in the Ricochet dedicated playlist, as I said, there's going to be more maps than just Pitfall. So get a variety. I'm not sure the official list, but I think it's going to be 3 or 4. And then eventually I assume that's going to be expanded to some custom maps as well. I decided to run this in because we were keeping them mostly dead. They spawned near needles. So got that nice 50. We're up 180. And this might be the last ball. If we can score this, looks like AC Theory is going to take it. I decided to let him have it. I'm not going to fight for the ball or anything like that. He's played the game before. He knows how to throw it. I'm having a lot of fun though throwing that ball though. I'm really liking Ricochet. I'm not even really focusing on slaying right now. Now, he missed that throw, so he totally choked in the game. So I'm going to have to take it upon myself to finish off this game and win it for us. Since apparently my team just wants to play Slayer. So I spawned over here near the next ball at Long Haul. Just trying to kill this guy. I'm not sure where he went exactly to hide. But he ended up surviving. I get the ball. And I'm going to walk it in. Now that guy, look, if you saw my radar, he nearly assassinated me. I turned around trying to prevent him from killing me. And I scored that with no shields. So, I think I show it here a little bit. Yeah, right there. 7 scores. I got every single goal for our team that game. So, my team was just playing Slayer the entire time. Except AC Theory failed like 2 throws or something. But anyways, this time they didn't push for the ball immediately. They sort of did it slowly. So, now, you could hear my bullets fire just then. I assumed that guy had connection host or something, because my gun definitely shot, and that was definitely pointed in his face. So I'm not entirely sure what the heck happened just then, but he totally owned me with that ball, and I'm not entirely sure he should have. Now there, if you look at that slowly, I threw the ball at him, and then I turned and threw a grenade at the goal. He just completely ignored me and went for the throw anyway, so he wanted to get some points. And then I just pick up the ball here and decide, you know, I can do that too. So I'm just going to throw this in as this guy comes up behind me trying to assassinate me. But that earlier one, it's like I threw the ball at the enemy and then grenaded their goal. I meant to throw a grenade at the enemy and throw the ball at the goal. But I like had it backwards or something like that. I didn't throw the grenade soon enough. Instead I threw the ball. So that was an interesting series of events, and that was a little bit interesting. But yeah. And another fail throw as I bounced off the edge. See, the ball is in your right hand. You hold it in your right hand, always. So when you throw it, it moves a little bit to the right of your body, and it's not quite as high as grenades go. So if normally you would throw a grenade over something, just barely, the ball is not going to go over it. It's going to hit off it. And if you normally can skirt on the edge of something with a grenade, instead, because you throw grenades with your left hand, as you can see. Grenades are more to the left. Actually, I think they're from the center, and they end up going a little bit higher sometimes. But the ball is in your right hand, so you got to be aware of that when throwing, because it exits from your right hand. So I wasn't used to that. I don't know how that one didn't go in right there. It should have just bounced right in, but apparently it dodged over it, and they have the ball now. And I lift up because they tried to assassinate me. My teammate with sword comes over here and saves me. So that's always nice. Thank you, McLuve. And then they're taking the ball on our side. Oh, they might score it. Jesus, though. I don't know how he traded with the guy who had the ball. Maybe it's this guy that killed him or something. I'm not sure, but he just traded with him. I take the ball. This guy charges for some reason, and I just get a nice melee on him. McLuve clears out the goal, and I just walk it all the way in. 120-20 is what this new score is going to be. We played 5 games in the first day. Since then, I actually haven't played yet again. But I'm really hoping that the Ricochet dedicated playlist has some really good setup maps. Oh, I almost remembered what they were. I think it's Skyline is one, and then what's the other one? I can't ever remember that map's name. But anyways, this guy down here in bottom street tries to contest the next ball, so I just kill him, grab that, then I'm going up to their training, trying to finish off this last game pretty soon. This is the 5th and final game that we have played. They're guarding the goal, trying to prevent me from throwing it in, because they don't want to lose, obviously. Because one guy comes up close, fails with the sticky. I managed to stay alive there, and my teammate's killing everyone, pretty much. So I decided to throw this in. May have been able to walk that, I'm not sure, but just threw it anyways. We had 140. We would need to either throw and run, or run 2, or throw 3, or something like that to get 60 points. So they decided to contest this again, but they can't really do much. We've got 160, and I'm just walking in the final score. So anyway, that's pretty much everything for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. As always, this has been Mythonian, and I'll see you guys next time.
terminated.